I started playing when I was 5, I think. My older brother played, so naturally I had to do everything like him. My brother was a really good hockey player growing up, and he played at Michigan. Had a really good career there for 4 years, played a little bit of pro, and I was always known as Little Rust growing up. And I wouldn't say I was always the best, but I was kind of a rink rat growing up. I just loved playing the game. With the U.S. team being based in Ann Arbor, I got a lot of exposure to it. I was fortunate enough to be invited to their tryout camp. Didn't make it right away, but somewhere during that summer afterwards, I impressed them enough to have them offer me a spot. My decision to come to Notre Dame came down to me wanting to make my own path. I tried to follow my brother and play with him, or I found a different spot to kind of make my own name for myself, and I was able to do that here. I chose Notre Dame because, I mean, look at this place. Just the tradition and kind of everything that's involved with this place, that I was like, yep, this is where I want to go. Signing that first pro contract at the end of my senior year was something that I had always worked for. You get drafted when you're 18 years old, and then that team has your rights for 4 years, so they wanted me to stay all 4, which I actually didn't mind because I was able to get my degree, and so they kind of just watched me develop over 4 years, and at the end of my senior year, they felt confident enough in me to give me my first contract and my shot at the pros. Playing in Pittsburgh's been surreal. Being able to play with such unbelievable players, just being able to kind of learn from them and watch their habits and see how good they are. Having Colsey in the locker room with me when I got to Pittsburgh was something that definitely really helped. My 10th game or so, we had a lot of injuries, and I was finally getting a chance to play on a line with Crosby, and I was kind of sitting in the locker room. I'm like, oh boy, this is something that I'm never going to forget. And I think I was terrible that game. I was like -3 or -4, just turning pucks all over the ice, and things didn't really go well, but it was definitely a learning experience to kind of stay in the moment and know what got me there and what makes me successful. And being able to be on 2 Stanley Cup winning teams back-to-back is something that not a lot of guys can say that they've done, and it makes you that much hungrier to try and do it again and again, because it is something that is so hard to do, and it's hard to really put into words, but it's basically just a childhood dream come true. If I had to say anything to my freshman self, it'd be just take every day and just work hard every day. Enjoy it, but don't waste any time. Don't take anything for granted. They've got some of the best tools that I've seen, even at the pro level. Just being able to say that I had gone here was something that is special.